International Criminal Court will soon teach top people in Buhari's government in language they understand. IPOB. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The group served as in its reaction to the presidential media aide Garba statement that Kano extradition and prosecution will weaken the pro-Biafra separatist group. Now the news in detail. The indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has said the Nigerian government has landed itself in trouble for bringing its leader Nnamdi Kanu to the country through an extraordinary rendition in June. They said this in its reaction to the presidential media aide Garba Shehu's statement that Kanu's extradition and prosecution will weaken the pro-Biafran group. Pro-Biafra separatist group. IPOB, through spokesman Ima Powerful, in a statement made available to Sahara reporters, disclosed this on Tuesday. Shehu, while reacting to the article published by The Economist, said in the Southeast, IPOB, which The Economist rightly described as delusional, the arrest and present trial of a terrorist leader of the group is beginning of its demise. The President's administration is redoubling efforts to have IPOB rightfully designated as a terrorist group by our allies outside of Nigeria, an act which will collapse their ability to transact gains from crime and extortion in foreign currencies. Reacting, IPOB's statement partly read, "We are surprised at the level of cluelessness and ignorance displayed by Garba Shehu about the operation of IPOB. We therefore want to assure him and his co-travelers that the extraordinary rendition of our leader Nnamdi Kanu will rather destroy Nigeria and not IPOB. By kidnapping and renditioning Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria has committed an international crime and must not go unpunished. The world does not need any further proof that IPOB is a peaceful movement. The kidnap of its leader by the Nigerian government is a crime that must be punished. So by this singular violation of international law, Nigeria is in trouble already. But instead of admitting the obvious, its officials are busy playing to the gallery. But very soon, the masterminds of this heinous crime will be rounded up and handed over to the International Criminal Court, ICC, for prosecution. IPOB is not a pushover movement, and we cannot be intimidated. Just very soon, oppressors will be taught by ICC in the language they understand." The secessionist group also reacted to the National Security Advisor, Babagana Mongono, who said the security operatives will curb IPOB's violent activities as the Anambra State governorship election, slated for November 6, draws near. Mongono has said we will not allow people to start looting, destroying public property, and resorting to not just intimidation, terrorizing people, possibly arson and even homicide. This will not be accepted. The law enforcement agency have been asked to watch out for such elements. IPOB reacting by saying, "We want Garba Shehu, Mongono, and the Attorney General of Nigeria, Abubakar Malami, to stop displaying their ignorance of international law. They should stop the media trial of our leader, whose matter is already pending in the court of law. Mongono must settle terrorists and bandits he encourages and supports to cause havoc in the northeast and northwest of Nigeria, because ordinary civilians and Christians there have seen hell from his plots and killings. He should play his politics to salvage his land from the hands of vampires ravaging northeast and northwest of Nigeria. Mongono, leave IPOB alone and face what is facing you and your people. This is not 1970 when the world looked the other way while they committed mass atrocities in Biafra land. IPOB is getting stronger by Kanu's rendition while Nigeria is headed for destruction." Wonderful. Wonderful. This is what the absence, I'll keep saying, of dialogue has brought upon Nigerian administration. Has brought upon this administration. This particular administration has refused to be democratic in its doings. It keeps being dictated. There is this force and use of coercion. You cannot push people to do things. We are now in the 21st century and age, where people now understand their rights. Even children cannot be pushed around. They will tell you, you do not push me, you do not have the right to. They will tell it to you, even children. How much more the electorate of Nigeria, who are very, very intelligent people. You cannot push them around. Now, this is what dialogue would have solved amicably, and nobody will hear anybody's voice. In fact, Nigeria will continue to be united. But because this administration has refused to give democracy a chance, has refused to give dialogue a chance, has refused to be diplomatic in its doings, it has landed itself in trouble. And of course, this will even make things harder. For even Nigerians, there is already a stigma. There is this prejudice that they have against Nigerians in other countries because of issues surrounding fraud and all of you. Now, is it not quite unfortunate that people that are supposed to uphold Nigeria's name and to make sure Nigeria is seen as a wonderful nation are those that are bringing Nigeria to its knees, making life unbearable for even those that are in Nigeria and those outside Nigeria? It is very, very saddening that this is happening. And it is just because this particular administration has refused. They have all refused to toe the path of dialogue. They have all refused to be proactive in their nature. History will keep repeating itself except you learn from it. That is just it. And you know, concerning this particular IBOB issue, I keep saying it that there is only one issue that is in Nigeria now. At least two issues now. The first of all is the insecurity in Nigeria, which the Nigerian government is not even doing enough to stop or curb. The Nigerian government seems like they're having a comedy show. They're having a very good time with the display of bloodbath that is going on in the northwest and the northeast region. And yet, you see them. It is just like one who has a wound, a deep wound on his or her leg. I keep using this scenario. You have this wound and it is eating your bones. And of course, everything that is unclean is coming out of it. What do? And you have a cut on your hand. You are so much devoting your time to the cut in your hand. Why it is eating, that one is eating your leg away, and it is obvious that that particular leg might be amputated. You seem not to be bothered. How do you even go in pain? How do you go? This person called Nigeria, one side of it, which is the northeast and northwest, is eating away. Now, the southeast and southwest are saying, we do not want this thing before it gets to us. Since you do not want to stop it, you do not want to do anything about it. That is what these people are saying. Give us equity. Fairness and justice are what these people are saying. This would have solved, dialogue would have solved a lot of problems. But this current administration has refused to at least dialogue with these people. It is sad indeed. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.